Hello everyone and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you this look right here. And I do have multiple lip options to where if this lip is a little too bold for your liking, there are two more subtle lip looks as well. So there are a total of 3 lip options. This is what I would consider a sex kitten look. Well, to me, that's what it is. A fall sex kitten. Let's put it that way. A fall sex kitten look. There we go. So, I do hope you hit that subscribe button and comment and let me know what you think of the look and whether you want me to go even more bold and daring. I'm not used to even going this bold and daring. But, I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little more. And let me know if you want to see a really sultry look, like really dark and deep. I mean, be great, I guess, for the Halloween time, like a gothic type, more gothic look, black smoky eye type thing. Let me know in the comments down below if you do want to see that, and I can add that to my little film list, as I'm going to call it, because I do have several things I do want to film. And I do hope that this does turn out okay. I am using different software than I previously used, but I go into a little bit of that. I do a chit chat with y'all, letting y'all know what's going on, what's been happening, as well as talk to you about some personal stuff like anxiety and depression. So I do hope that you stay tuned for that. And I do apologize that it is so long, but I wanted to just really take my time today. So thank you so much. And please hit that subscribe button and comment and let me know what you think. Y'all have a great day, and here we go! Alright, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to start by pulling my hair up, at least the top half of it up. Doesn't have to be perfect, not supposed to be glamorous at first. Of course this isn't going to be that glamorous a look anyway, but yeah. And we're going to go through all the steps, like getting ready wise, whenever it comes to the date night, or whatever you want to call it. Your little tryst or rendezvous, or, whatever you want to call it. But, if you notice, I've got some pretty bad dark under eye circles right now. I'm going to take this little thing from Dollar Tree. It's by Skin Nutrition's Age Defy Dark Circle and Puffiness Serum. Looks like that there. I'm going to put that under the eyes. Alright, that there has a little roller ball to it, which is really cooling. It really does feel wonderful on the under eye. Make sure to keep a spare of this. You can get it from a Dollar Tree. That's the only place I know you can get it for sure. But whenever you haven't slept that well or whatever, some extra hydration is a good thing. So like I said, we're doing all the steps here. Then I'm taking the Simple Water Boost, Sensitive Skin Experts is what it says here. Water Boost Hydrating Gel Cream with minerals and plant extract. That's what it looks like right there. I'm going to use that all over my face because I didn't really sleep real well, so, actually I didn't sleep very much at all. But I'm putting this on first before I go in with my actual primer. Whenever you're trying to get ready for a date night or something like that, you don't want to take a whole lot of steps, but you want to still have your skin in the best possible condition. Now, typically, whenever you're doing a moisturizer like this, I've already washed my face a while ago, and now I did my toner, because you do washing your face and your toner, but then I'm putting on, did my little serum stuff, and now the moisturizer. I tend to use serums before I use all over face moisturizers, because to me it helps it go into the skin better. let me know if y'all want to see a, like, skin massage tutorial. I'm taking my fingers and doing, like, little, like, kind of like I'm typing on a keyboard, pretty much. All on the under eye area. That helps get the blood flowing to that area. Let me know if you do want to see, like, a skin massage video, because I can do that. I'm still in the beginning stages of it, though. So, or learning about it, rather. I can't say beginning stages of it, because, you know, I've always kind of rubbed my face, but never tried to learn officially how to do it, like, by watching other people and all that. So, let me know in the comments if y'all do want to see something like that. And then I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer, but I'm going to mainly focus this on the areas that I do tend to break out more, and that's the forehead, nose, chin area, basically my T-zone. But yeah, there's so much that can be done. Oh, and I'm putting a little more on the under eye as well. There's so much that can be done to get ready if you want to take the time. I mean, you can seriously spend 3 hours putting on makeup and doing your hair and all that, but who's got time for all that? I mean, I do, but I don't want to do that. You know, I'm not dating anybody, I'm not seeing anybody, this is just the look that I would put on if I were, type thing, you know. And it depends on what the person likes. If they like more natural or more sexy, seductive. Whenever I think of seductive, whenever I think seductive, and I haven't really looked her up, honestly, I'm just going with what I would feel would be sexy, just really make me feel sexy. That's what I'm going for. But normally I would think of, like, Lola. If you've ever seen the movie or seen the play, either one, Damn Yankees. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. But, you know, I know, I'm goofy. That's what happens whenever I haven't slept very much. So, if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is right now. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation in pure beige. And I'm going to use that all over the skin. And this has a little wand to it. And I basically just apply it with the wand, do like a few strokes on the forehead, a couple on the cheeks, a couple on the chin. You know, basically I apply it with this here, and then I blend it with my fingers. I even go down the neck a little bit. But yeah, some of y'all may be wondering, like, well, where you been? You know, I did a little bit of an update in my recent video the other day, but I thought I'd share a little more and talk to you all about something that's going on. Now, if y'all want more details about stuff, you can always join the Facebook group, Blonde Beauty Support, because I do try to do live things in there and chit-chat with y'all, and, you know, you can ask any type of questions or whatever in there. This is more public than that, so that group, I joke around and I kid a lot more than I do on here, but realistically, I try to keep this fairly professional, you know. With the Facebook group, it's like, that's fun. That's learning about affordable beauty and tips and tricks and stuff like that, and where y'all can get your questions answered and basically get to know each other. That's what I want to do. And I've got some little wipes here that I use to wipe off my hands. But where have I been? Well, like I said in my previous video, my phone died on me. My iPhone did. So whenever that happens, if that's what that is what I was using to film, I can't very well film because my webcam on my camera, or on my laptop rather, it's not a very good webcam. I tried doing some like test videos with it, and it wasn't fitting for consumption in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Other people may feel differently, but to each their own. That's what I say, to each their own. Now I'm going to take the NYX HD concealer as soon as I get this mirror wiped off. Forgot to do that. I'm using my mirror in my BH Cosmetics palette here to see what I'm doing. And I'm not doing heavy duty concealing. I'm basically taking it under the eyes in a triangular, pretty steep triangle though, going from the outer corner of the eye basically to where the nose ends and back up to the inner corner, and I'm filling that area in. Then I'm going to take my finger here in a minute and blend that out. So I've been dealing with not having a phone. I mean, whenever I say I didn't have a phone, I mean I didn't have a phone at all. I didn't have any way to contact people. I didn't have any way to do anything like that because I wasn't about to spend. Well, I didn't have the money to spend to, get my computer going with some kind of voiceover or whatever it is, VoIP, whatever you want to call it. But, oh well, you just do what you gotta do. Actually, I'm going to use a Swissverse sponge, and I'm going to blend it in. This is the same sponge I'm going to be using to set it anyway. But, so it was a hard time, and my depression kicked in pretty heavy, honestly, at that point. But, well, some of y'all may not really know or whatever that I do have depression. I have depression, anxiety, all that, so this is going to be a real deal chit-chat thing as I get ready, y'all. But, so I was dealing with that, and whenever I did finally get a phone, it took several days to get a phone. But whenever I finally did get one, I was still kind of reeling from not having any human contact at all, because, I mean, I don't talk to that many people verbally. I talk to y'all, I do live videos in the group, like before I'm filming or whatever, or, Alright, my phone said that the storage was getting full, so it cut me off. But luckily I cleared some storage, and we're back. So, let's continue doing this, shall we? Now, my concealer and everything has, been sitting for a little bit. So what I'm going to do now, because I haven't done anything else, I did a little bit of concealing up here between the brows, but that's about it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some setting spray here. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Setting Spray. Spritz my little Swissverse sponge real good. And I'm going to go into the Coty Airspun powder. And I'm going to dip that in there and then put that under the eyes. And I will be zooming y'all in whenever I go to do my eye area here in a minute. But yeah, what I was saying basically about not having human contact earlier, I think that's where I was left off. I'm not quite sure, but I didn't have any human contact really, and yeah, that took a little while to recover from that, honestly. Granted, the only people I talk to anymore are y'all, and really my sister and best friend Heather. That's pretty much the only people I have contact with. No one else. You know, no one else really calls. They'll say they're going to or whatever, because I get told by a few people, "Oh, I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call." It never happens, so I just kind of say, eh. It's kind of like people saying, "Oh, we'll do lunch," and then maybe 5 years later, you get to do lunch. But yeah, I'm just packing this on under the eye. Basically, I'm baking today, is what I'm doing. It just helps to smooth out that area. And before I did that, I took my finger and kind of smoothed out whatever had settled there. But yeah, I'm going to look a little crazy for a while, y'all. But hey, that's okay, y'all. That's okay. But that, you know, the situation of not talking to anyone, that's neither here nor there. I've kind of gotten used to it. You know, I live alone. Besides my dogs, that's the only human contact or the only personal contact I have, physical. I do have bad anxiety, and that limits what I am comfortable doing. I can't say what I can do, but what I'm comfortable doing. And yes, I am leaving this stuff on. We're going to leave it on while we do the eyes. So, whoops, knocked over my primer. But let's go ahead and jump on into the eyes. I'm going to take the NYX concealer that I used. I forgot to get out an actual eye primer. Shame on me, huh? Shame, shame, shame. But I'm going to put this on the eyelids. Just a little bit of it, because this stuff goes, you know, it spreads pretty easy. And I'll put it all the way up to the brow bone as well. Well, put just a little bit under the brow. But yeah, I do have bad anxiety. With some of the stuff in my past, you know, I don't trust very many people. And whenever I'm lied to, you know, that just makes me not trust even more. You know, i.e., for example, someone says they will call, someone says they will stop, you know, pick me up, someone says they'll do this or that, you know, or someone says they actually care, but yet they never reach out and, you know, contact me. So that's why I say the only person you can really depend on to be there at all times is yourself. You're the only one who can help yourself 24/7. I know some people may say, that makes for a lonely world. Well, no, not really, because you can be comfortable being by yourself. It's not easy to get used to, y'all, I'll tell you that. But it is possible. You know, let me know if y'all like this kind of thing where I'm chit-chatting about mental health and whatnot. You know, because some people might, some people might not. And I'd love to know what you do prefer. And the palette we're going to be using today is the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette. Let me see if I can zoom in. Hey, I can. Yeah, we're using the Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette right here. Is what it looks like. Open it up so y'all can see a little bit better. There we go. And we're going to first take the creamy colored shade right here, like the off-white shade. And I'm going to use a brush here. I've got my brushes all laid out here, so please bear with me. Bear with me. I'm just going to take this fluffy brush by BS Small. Every time I think of BS Small, I think BS Meter, you know, so. And I'm going to focus on one eye at a time. I zoomed y'all in even more. But I'm taking that cream shade. Whenever you are looking at it head on, it is the first one on the left-hand side. I'm going to put that all over the lid, all the way up to the brow bone. Oops, I guess I didn't get all the Okay, it was still tacky, that's what it was. And I'm doing this on my left eye, and what I'll do is I'll just do one eye and then like cut out, do the other eye off camera. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade at the very top here. It is a cool tone brown. I mean, it is a really light brown. And I'm going to be using one of these brushes from the Royal and Langnickel brushes. Right here. Scoot back just a little bit here. And I'm going to be using the crease side of this brush instead of the smudge side. This is the crease side, it's a fluffy side, and I'm going to go into that color, and that's what I'm going to put in my crease. But yeah, I have learned that sometimes you can be your own best, you can be great company for yourself if you know what you need to do to keep busy and all that, so. People do need people. I need people, but I'm not gonna stress over it. Now I'm gonna do the other eye real quick, off camera. All that did is that just added a little bit of depth to my crease area. So, I mean, it's not gonna be perfect by any means yet. I'm not going for a real perfect polished look anyway today. So, then I'm going to take this, it would be the third shade down on the left-hand side. It's like a orangey color. I consider it almost a peachy color, really, but it's a matte orangey color. And I'm using the Royal and Langnickel eye shader brush. Looks like that there. I put it a little bit on the tip of it. Tap it off. This is very powdery, so be aware of that. And I'm going to buff this into that crease as well. Not really buffing too well. I need to switch brushes probably. But I'm just taking this at first and just going to do windshield wiper instead. And then I'll do buffing here in a moment. Because I can take it on the edge of it and buff it. But that's one thing that is very important in my opinion, is to learn how to be alone and learn how to be by yourself. I'm going to take the AOA Studio High Def brush. It's one of the sculpting duo brushes like that. It has the slant tip to it. And I'm going to go into that same shade just real lightly. And I'm going to use that brush to put it in the crease, where it really helps blow it out more. Typically, whenever I haven't slept, I try not to do real ruddy tones, but, we're just playing with it today. But, you can be your own best friend. You can be your own confidant, so that's what I'm basically trying to teach myself, to be my own person I can count on. Because no one else, I can't tell you how many times I've tried reaching out to people and, if I message somebody or text somebody or call somebody and they're busy, they're doing something, I ain't about to say, well, I need to talk to you. I'm not about to disturb somebody. Just like if I needed to go somewhere, I don't ask everybody, ask someone to drop what they're doing just to take me to the store. If I can't get it myself, I don't get it. It's that simple, y'all. That was the issue with the phone. I couldn't very well, pay for that. I had help with that, but, And then I went into this darker reddish brown color with that same brush, and I'm going to put that right in the crease, but I've flipped it on its side more. I'm really angling that more in the crease area, going about 3/4 of the way in this time. But some people may say, oh, you're just too dang negative, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know, I'm just being real, y'all. Just being real. Alright, now I'm going to do those steps on the other eye real quick. Alright, now I'm just blending that out a little bit. I'm learning that positivity is key to staying healthy. I got to blend on the other side a little more. But positivity is key to staying healthy, and if I don't stay positive and stay focused on what I need to do, then I can go down a rabbit hole and may never return, just honestly. But let me know if y'all like it zoomed in this close too, by the way. Now I'm going to take that same brush I was using and just wipe it off a little bit. Alright. Now, I thought I got some of it wiped off at least. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this goldy color right here. It is the one on the top right hand side, right under that long shade. And I'm going to put that on the flat part of the eye shader brush. Like I said, this is a rather powdery palette. And I'm just going to pack that right on the lid. So, but I am also learning that staying busy helps with depression, if you do have depression, like I do. Staying busy, finding a purpose can help. One thing I am starting to do is I have started training for a crisis text line myself, and that does, you know, help me stay busy, help me stay focused, where I'm not feeling isolated and, you know, so much, because you can imagine living by yourself, you know, it's easy to do, but I would say if you are living alone or in a situation where you can't get out, reach out. Alrighty, I went ahead and did a little more on the other eye to, you know, save a little bit of time, just knocked my foundation over there. But what I'm doing here is I'm going to go ahead and take the, trying to remember exactly what I did. But all I really did is I added some more gold, but I used my ring finger to do it. I'm going back into that gold shade that we were working with anyway, and just packing that on a little more. Not much right now, because, you know, I'm doing other stuff, then I'll come back and add even more to it, but, you know, using my ring finger, packing that on. And then I'm going to go in with my little brush here, and I'm going to go into the dark brown that's in this palette. It's the one on the right-hand side, right above the long shade. It's right there. It's a dark, matte, like chocolatey brown. I'm going to put that on the outer corner area here, because on this side I did it, you know, like on the outer quarter to third, and then took it into the crease just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do on this side as well. But, you know, crisis text line is good for helping me stay busy with the training. If you want to volunteer somewhere online, you can check out Volunteer Match website. I believe it's volunteermatch.com or something like that. I've used it before, but it's been a long time. But you can also go to crisistextline.org and check out the volunteer stuff there. They do training, and of course you got to do a background check and all that stuff, but hey, I say I would rather them do a background check on me and know, hey, she's okay. Might be a little crazy. No, it don't say that in my background check. I'm just teasing. But I'm adding a little bit more of that gold back to the lid just to kind of help blend things a little more. Then I'm going to take the big fluffy brush that I was using before, and I'm going to go into the same color that we used to set the entire thing, that cream color. I'm going to put that under the brow bone here, just a little bit, or under the brow, rather. And it also helps to blend out that area as well. But if you want to get active and help, there are so many things out there that you can help with. You just got to be willing to try. You can do Crisis Text Line where you're on a computer. That is the one thing you do have to have is a computer. You can't do it from your smartphone despite it saying Crisis Text Line. 741-741 is the number if you're ever in crisis and need to talk to somebody. You can use that. Alright. Now then, I'm going to take my, let's see here, trying to get my bearings a little bit here. I'm going to take that same brush I was using the smudger side of that crease and smudge brush from Royal and Langnickel, right here. I'm going to go into the very bottom shade, that deeper peach shade, if you want to call it that. And I'm going to put that on the lower lash line, on both eyes, here. I got to look up to do this, because, yeah. I'm not meaning for this to be 100% perfect. But, okay, got that under the lash line. Then we're going to take the darker brown shade, right there, that we used in the outer V, and we're going to put that on the outer, quarter. Basically, wherever we put it on the upper lid, we're going to do the same thing on the bottom lid and connect it to that outer V area a little bit too. So, I mean, I've done all sorts of different things trying to reach out to people and all that, and it's like, I don't mind doing it, I really don't, but I wasn't qualified to, I'm not a professional by any means. Taking some of that gold and putting it on the inner corner here. I'm not a professional, I'm not trained, but Crisis Text Line does have training. That's what I'm doing now. So if videos get to where they're not really on time or come up late at night or something, you'll be like, yep, she's training. So, okay. I think that's going to be it for that palette. I think. Now I'm going to take the H2O liner by Wet n Wild, and I'm going to line my upper and, just the upper lash line. Not my upper and lower, just the upper. So, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to wipe off a little bit of the excess here. Now this is more of a felt tip, it feels like. I haven't really felt it to see for sure, but I'm doing just a real light lining here. well, I guess we're not done with that Comfort Zone palette, or not Comfort Zone, not a basic peach palette yet, because I'm going to clean up that little liner. And we're going back in with that same brush I was using. And we're going back into that dark brown, and we're going to smudge it, basically. This isn't supposed to be that neat of a look anyway, right? We're just going over that liner that we just put down, basically. And this will help set it anyway. See? I mean, it's not meant to be perfect, y'all. This look isn't. I mean, you want it to be sexy. You want it to be daring. You know, honestly, I've never seen anything like James Bond or, you know, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye real quick. Off camera. The outer area is a little thicker. You know. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to take my eyelash curler, curl my lashes, and then I'm going to be using the Big Shot Mascara by Maybelline. So, but if you do have anxiety or something like that, that can help. But whenever I have bad depression, I tend to want to sleep a lot. Gotta fight it whenever that happens. I mean, it is so easy for me to give in to the urge just to sleep whenever I'm dealing with stuff. I have a family member who isn't doing well. Well, they're doing okay, but, you know, they're dealing with some stuff, and that weighs on me, honestly. But I don't get to see them very much anymore. Whenever you have a family member that you were at one time very close to not doing well, you know, it does make a difference, y'all. Whether you want to admit it or not. But I'm still just piling on that mascara. Go ahead and zoom y'all back out a little bit. There we go. But, you know. So, I've been dealing with that mentally as well. But, I just thank God for every day that I do get to spend with him. You know. That's one thing. Don't take life for granted, y'all. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to think, oh, well, I got time. No, you don't. You really don't. Never leave something unsaid. You know, if you love someone, tell them. If you care about them, tell them. If you want to see more of them, tell them. You know, unless it's going to make them feel bad, which in this particular situation, I think would, so I don't. But, and I do apologize for keep going out of frame. I'm trying out my Camringo app, and it's Camringo Plus, actually, is what it is. And it really does let me zoom in pretty darn close, if y'all can tell. I think I'm closer than I've ever been, and y'all are like an arm's length away almost at this point. But there's a mascara. I'm going to take my Rimmel Scandalize liner, the retractable one. It has a little smudge brush on the other end. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the waterline. pull it down. I hate doing this sometimes on camera, but you do what you gotta do. Alright, there we go. That just helps brighten up the eyes. I don't know if y'all could tell a difference now compared to before. It helps wake up the eyes a little bit more. I don't do it on the lower lash line, or upper lash line rather. I do it on the lower, that's just not the upper. But I'm going to take that mascara I was using and do just a real light hit on the bottom lashes as well. I do mean very light hit. Alright, I went ahead and did my brows off camera as well. I went ahead and zoomed out as well, but it's not as far back as whenever we started, because, you know, it does sometimes help to be a little closer. Not as in your face as what I was just then, but if y'all do like that close up, let me know in the comments down below. Put my mascara up, forgot to do that. Now I'm going to take the lip oil. It's in Jojoba and Peach by Ulta Beauty. It is the juice infused lip oil. And I'm going to put that on my lips while I'm doing the rest of my face. Didn't do a real heavy coat, but still got some on the face. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes, I'm in a good mood. Despite my letting y'all know what serious is going on, but, you know, hey, that's life. I say, if you don't have something coming your way, bad or, you know, serious or whatever, you must not be doing everything, you know, or there must be something wrong somewhere. Whether you're just staying home, not doing anything, not going anywhere, not seeing anyone, not talking to anyone, whatever, it's a part of life. You know, issues in life are a part of life. That's my opinion, at least. Y'all might not agree with me, but, you know, whatever. Now I'm going to take the Coty Airspun powder that I was using to set this big old mess under the eyes, and I'm going to put it all over the face. And I do apologize for any kind of dings or whatever y'all hear. And my dogs are playing as well over here, so, you know, you might hear that from time to time as well. So, tap off the excess a little bit. Powder the face. Powder the face. Powder the face. This is in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage, by the way. Yeah, I just went real lightly over the eyes, but, you know, didn't really hurt them, so. I'm going to do more under the eyes anyway, so I'm not that worried about under the eyes as much. Because I'm going to take a yellow powder and put that under the eyes. But, you know, this is always my own opinion. Everybody has one. You know, forgive me for saying this, but it's true. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Just saying, y'all. Alright. Now, I'm going to take my Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow palette. Here in a moment, let me make sure I got all this powder blended. Now, if you did get eyeliner way out or whatever, you could always clean it up with concealer. You can always, if you're not comfortable with doing it freehand like I just did where the eyeshadow is concerned, you can use tape as well. So, that is an option for you. But I'm going to take the Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow palette by BH Cosmetics. Y'all can tell I don't love this thing at all, says the girl with 4 holes in the palette out of 5. The only one that doesn't have the hole is the banana shade. Because I've just recently gotten into using a yellow color powder under the eyes. So, just sweep that under. Basically the same area I put that concealer. That's what I'm doing here. Not heavily, but, you know, a little bit. Somewhere I read that for dogs to help keep them entertained, you can, like if you're going to be leaving the house or something like that, you can put toys or treats or whatever in a bag and let them tear into it. Mine just kind of sit there and look at it like, what's that? You know, they'll hit it a couple of times here and there or whatever. And I'm not saying plastic, I mean paper bag, like a lunch bag type thing. You know. Alright, now I'm going to take the e.l.f. bronzing brush right here. And we're going to go into the shade on the far right-hand side whenever you're looking at it head on. I believe it's on the far left-hand side. It looks like on the screen though. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to do a little bit of contour. Not real heavy contour, but just a little bit. And instead of having my brush sideways, where it would go right there in that line, I'm going to hold it up and down where the deeper part goes in the hollow and the more shallow part, I guess, goes right above to where it helps blend it a little bit. I'm not wanting as harsh a contour as I have sometimes. Because, I mean, I have done the straight up heavy duty hardcore contour. If it weren't for my baby girls, I don't know what I'd do sometimes. You know. And I got a funny for y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I tried to pluck my eyebrows for the first time today, and I missed, like, whenever I was doing my, like, cleanup area, I missed a little area, it looks like, right there in the center. But, hey, I can fix that later on. You know, I just have to really get up close and take my time again. But I'm taking that... Got the wrong shade here. That's okay. But I'm still taking that contour shade, and I'm going to go right above the temples, like right at the tail of the brow, basically. Right above the temple area. I'm taking it, and we're just going around the hairline from there. Now, it depends on your face shape, what kind of contour would look best. I mean, I'm going really light pressure. Whenever you're doing an eye look or any kind of look, the higher up on the brush you hold it, the more pressure you'll have. If you hold it down at the very bottom, no, you don't have as much control, but you also have lighter pressure. So, but, yeah. Then I'm going to go into the blush, which is on the complete opposite end of this, right there. It's a real pretty, like, rosy blush, right there. So, I'm going to put that on the cheeks. What I like is whenever I do my makeup, I like to add dimension and depth back to the face. And that's what basically I'm doing here. I'm adding a little bit of more dimension, a little bit more color. You know, because foundation, if you don't add on blush and contour and all that, highlight, it can look rather flat and fake. I mean, okay, contour, highlight, blush, all that can look fake anyway, but foundation in general can look fake sometimes too. So, but the one that I used today, the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch, that to me is a more natural type foundation. Lighter coverage, not heavy duty coverage, but it is pretty decent coverage. I mean, especially if you use a concealer. Now I'm taking the highlighting brush. It's the same brush I used for the yellow shade, and I'm going into the highlight, in this palette. It's right there. It's a pinky toned highlight. I'm going to put that on the tops of the cheeks. And we're going to pull it right above the brow. Well, I mean, I love this highlight, y'all. I really do. It's a more cool tone highlight, though. So, and this palette that I have, by the way, is in the light medium. They do have one that's also in the medium dark. So, if you are more medium dark, they got you covered. I got something all over my hand. That's okay. I mean, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this on my pinky, put it on my Cupid's bow. Right there. And I'm not going to go down the nose and all that today. I just mainly wanted to highlight the sides of my face more. I mean, you could go as crazy with the highlight as you want to. So yeah, I'm going to go with Daringly Nude. It is a Maybelline Color Sensational Matte Lipstick. Right here. I mean, it's a real nude color. I mean, doesn't really look like I have hardly anything on whenever I put it on, but, you know, almost washes me out, but that's okay in this situation. For now, at least. For now. I'm going to put that on real quick. That is Daringly Nude. Alright, the second shade that I'm going to show you, and all I did was I took my hair down, added a little bit of sea salt spray to it, which is this right here. It's a Suave Sea Minerals Infusion Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. You spray that all over, then you just take your hands and literally scrunch it. Talk about what I call, to me, you know, it's just more casual, more fun, more playful, and put my bangs down. But the next one I'm going to show you is the Touch of Spice lipstick by Maybelline as well. It's another, the Color Sensational Matte lip, and this is one I actually love. It's one of, that I consider My Lips But Better MLBB shade, so put that on real quick. That is Touch of Spice by Maybelline. That's what it looks like right there. Okay, the final lip color that I'm going to do, you know, I thought about doing the Escapist from the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, but to me that's just too dark for this eye look already, because my eye look is a little bolder than I normally go. So, if you really want to go bold all over, by all means, you could do that. But I am going to go with the Rimmel. This is the Rimmel Show-Off Lip Lacquer in Meteoric Matte. I think it's in 307 Meteoric Matte. And I'm going to put that on. This is a liquid lipstick. You got the little doe foot applicator with the hole in it. And that's what I'm going to put on my lips now. Okay. What I did is I just put a little bit on and then rubbed my lips together. And that does a light coat, like I did it on the bottom lip, rubbed my lips together. That gives a light wash of the color all over, but I am going to build it up. I just wanted to show y'all that it is possible to do a light coating of a liquid lipstick. Alright, there we go. Now this here, it will dry down matte. It just takes a little while to actually dry down. But it is a great, what I would consider a comfort matte lipstick. Because to me it just doesn't get as crackly as some of the others that I've tried. So, and yes, I am talking funny because I don't want it all over my teeth. And a little tip, I know I did this in my hacks video anyway that I did a while back, but you take your finger and go put it right in your mouth, like make a pucker motion, like you're gonna pucker your lips together, and put it right around that finger and pull it straight out. And see what is on my finger right now would have wound up on my teeth. I mean, I'm going to do it again, just to you with a different finger, of course. I mean, so that is a good little tip if you don't want liquid lip or even a regular lip to get on your teeth. That's, from what I hear, what some of the models use and fashion people use, that type of tip. So, but that right there is the final lip that I'm doing. And I do hope that you join me over on Facebook. Like I've mentioned earlier, you know, come join me in the group Blind Beauty Support, and we can chit chat for a while, you know, get to know each other, like I said. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and I also have a Facebook page as well. So I hope to get to know some of y'all. And please hit that subscribe button, as well as like and comment, and let me know you stopped by. Because if you don't comment, I don't know you came by. Honestly and truly. So I do hope you comment and let me know. And hope to hear from y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.